completely
You're
wrong.
ridiculous. You're remembering it wrong. It's so brilliant.
Guys. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
He's not wrong about that.
Wada-tay, my Jemmy. Wada-tay.
We all have those movies, right, that we all just like hold a special place in our hearts. Our last discussion about this, I defended Super Mario Brothers because I just love that movie.
Man, that movie's... I've since watched that, Pablo. That movie is it for kids or for adults? Because they send Mario and Luigi into an adult S&M club.
He's not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
He ain't lied yet.
Also,
He ain't lied yet.
Mario and Luigi, represented by a British guy and a Hispanic guy.
Right.
Italians haven't been portrayed that poorly since The Godfather.
I've still never met a single person that likes it except for you. I've never met one.
Let's get a quick shot of camera on Matt Rappoli here because him and I really started this discussion because we were talking about Super Mario Brothers and our discussion with the Sonic the Hedgehog thing about how kids don't care. You said kids have terrible taste, no cultural swine. We're not going to get into that.
Wait, what?
But Joe called children uncultured swine.
They are.
Yeah.
Kids have no culture.
They
don't know what's good. They know what they enjoy. They know what they enjoy, and there's something to be said for that. But kids have no culture. They don't know what's quote good versus
Teletubbies were created. Are you kidding me? Like,
I mean, somebody thought Teletubbies was good. I don't know. Not
kids.
Yeah, the guy who owned it.
But there's the nostalgia factor, and I want to go around really quick, and because we all have
The Adventure Van coming to get you.
There's
available exclusively through Golden Apple Books.
Boom! Look, Adventure Van.
All right.
Did they have a theme song? Can I just call it
Adventure
What was the point we were making?
Okay,
Right.
the point I'm making is
Adventure Van.
All right.
the point I'm making is that there's the nostalgia factor.
Yes.
And in certain movies,
Yes.
there's something that we all like. You try to defend Wild Wild West.
And here's the craziest part. I never knew that Wild Wild West was the thing I had to defend.
Yeah.
No, it's not. You don't have to defend it.
You don't have to defend
I mean,
anything.
you don't have to.
No.
If you choose to, that's your grave you're digging.
But yeah, so let's go around really quick. Let's kick it off with you, John. What's a movie that to the general public is not so great, but something that holds a special place in your little corazón?
I'm gonna go with House 2.
Last year, audiences everywhere thrilled to a terrifying film about the horrors of home ownership. House. Now, there's an all-new House.
Looks like you got some kind of alternate universe in there or something.
House 2, the second story.
It was made by Sean S. Cunningham, the same guy. They made a slightly more successful series called Friday the 13th. The first House movie was like a very serious movie. If you go back and watch it, it's a horror movie. And it actually deals with like PTSD. It's actually really serious.
Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam. And then the second one, it just goes crazy. It's just a comedy. It's got Kane Hodder in it, who later becomes Jason.
Yeah,
so it's basically a training
Horror legend.
ground for Friday the 13th in this crazy comedy that makes absolutely no sense and doesn't really even have an ending to a lot of the plot holes in it. But
What's
it's just
it
a
about?
great movie.
And the first one had Norm from Cheers, and the second one they
Yes.
brought in
Yeah.
Cliff from Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got a Cheers,
Cheers
connection
Cheers
in both
had
of
a
them.
big
Yeah.
influence
So
on
the first time I saw it, I stayed home sick from school one day, and it was just on some random channel, and I watched it, and I just thought it was great. And when I was a kid,
How
but
old were
it's
you
still
when this happened?
38.
yeah.
This was 2 weeks.
At least 23. No, but it's hard to explain the movie because it doesn't make a lot of sense. But they took a small budget and did great things with it because most of the people that worked on it were effects guys, so they stretched the dollars out. You just have to see it. It's hard to explain.
We're doing it a disservice. It's the full title is actually House 2: the second story. Like story on a house. I mean, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
That's what making me think about a movie where Ted Danson gets buried in sand.
That's Creepshow,
Creepshow.
and I can't remember if that's one or two.
That's the second one I was.
Yeah, but that's one of the Creepshow movies.
My
That's
bad.
one of the Creepshow movies.
All right.
Take away Wild Wild West. You're
Going
not
into
talking-
this, I wasn't ready to talk about Wild Wild West. So I'm not
Jim
going to go
West.
into it.
We're gonna go into something else.
Desperado! I'm not doing it. What we will talk about is
the
Batman and Robin.
Oh.
Which is a masterpiece. It is an absolute masterpiece.
I think the general consensus is nobody likes Batman.
Batman and Robin is perfect.
I think you're literally the only person.
Joel Schumacher has even apologized for Batman and Robin.
And he shouldn't.
Joel Schumacher, if you want to come on the show and defend your name, get on here.
Real quick. I'm going to throw this out there before you go. Sorry. Joel Schumacher, I respect the hell out of that guy. He made 2 terrible Batman movies. But I respect him quite a bit.
What?
Was that the one where they added the bat nipples?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, that's not,
Yes. So
that's not what I like about it.
Proceed.
So please defend the bat nipples.
We have quips for days.
No.
We have puns forever.
Oh, yeah.
We have it's just like quintessential 90s.
It really is.
It's so good. I mean, the races. We have Bane, the Bat card.
I had the biggest crush on
Poison
Uma
Ivy.
Thurman.
Because that
And
Poison
Bane.
Ivy is stunning.
Here's why I get confused. Why do you not call the 4th movie Forever?
Boom, boom, boom. Because they already did it. They're like,
And they introduced Robin in the movie that wasn't called Batman and Robin.
Yeah, and they should have been.
That one should have been called Batman and Robin and
Batman and
Batgirl.
Robin.
More problems.
It's so good. It's so
We're not
good.
defending the bat nipples.
Um,
I'm not defending
I
the
will.
McGregor
I
syndrome.
will, because where are they? You don't know.
Everything else
You
about
don't
that
know.
is about
Why
the
didn't
bat
Alicia
nipples.
Silverstone get bat nipples? That's all I want to know.
Grow up.
She's terrible in that movie. She's really bad at it.
She's great. She's trying to take care of Uncle Alfred.
I like the Canalizo.
I'm here
I like
for
it.
Batman and Robin
I like
because
Batman and Robin.
it takes real art to have all these terrible things go
one.
terrible in the right way. It's so bad, it's good.
Do you have McGregor syndrome? Or
Yeah.
I think even as a kid, I realized Batman and Robin was not good. I was like, I should like this.
Ice to see you?
Chill.
Wait, I have one
I like.
more.
Was it the clap of with the like ice skate?
Yeah.
Ice
The little
skates
ice skates pop
Wait,
out.
I'll do you one better. You know who else is in Batman and Robin? Vivica and
Yes, she
Fox.
is.
And she says her line.
Talk about your cold shoulder.
It's so good. I love this movie so much.
I'll defend that movie with you. I love that movie. I don't care.
What? And she also was like really on at that time, and like this is the talent pool in this movie.
They had that money, man. George Clooney
And she was just in that one scene. She doesn't come back at all.
George Clooney, he gets a bad rap. He was in a bad Batman movie.
No,
I mean,
he was.
Which one?
I like George Clooney a lot. Obviously, he's a megastar.
But
He's terrible in that movie. Those ER. He was so ER at the time.
ER is fantastic.
Yeah, but he was very much ER.
He could have yet
I
the
love
potential.
Batman and Robin. Those movies. Thank you. I
Like,
appreciate it.
Deep. I love the movie Krull.
Beyond our time, beyond our universe, there is a planet besieged by alien invaders, where a young king must rescue his love from the clutches of the beast, or risk the death of his world. A world called Krull.
Krull is amazing. It's like Star Wars meets Lord of the Rings.
Beyond our time,
meets-
beyond our universe, there is a planet
Liam Neeson's in it.
besieged by alien invaders,
Oh.
where a young king must rescue.
It's got
his
a
love
glaive.
from the
It had
clutches
an
of the beast,
Wow,
or
from-
risk the death of his world.
It had a super dope Atari game where you had to throw the glaive and knock the monster out. It had horses with fire hooves, and you. Yeah, there was
I
a
forgot about
Cyclops.
them, yeah.
The Cyclops who held the door open and got crushed. The Spiderweb. Oh, I was looking for those G.I. Joe cards. I'll lose them.
Yeah.
The Spiderweb. I literally was. The Spiderweb scene when the guy's love is now like a Black Widow and he has to sacrifice her to find the. That
scene actually scared me as a kid.
Krull is an amazing movie. Krull is. So don't break the spine on that. It's beaten up enough as it is.
Don't worry, doll.
It is. I love Krull. I love the comic book adaptation. I love everything about it. Krull is
Look
awesome.
at those prosthetics, y'all. Look at that.
Yeah, Krull is legit awesome. The castle, the bad guy's castle disappears every night. So when they find the location, they only have 24 hours to get there. Krull's awesome.
But do people consider Krull to be bad? I thought that was kind of something that was genuinely someone life.
It sounds awesome.
It's one of those. It is awesome. It's one of those movies that was like, it wasn't as big as like a Star Wars. It's definitely B level too because it's not it's not. Remember that like gauzy special effects look back in the day, like early Spielberg. Yeah, so like lots of out of focus stuff. That's like the effects there. Lots of lens flare effects for like early '80s. So that's the level of it. So it wasn't that tier of Star Wars sci-fi.
So they got their inspiration from Krull. Okay.
I was gonna say, looking at at least the books and some of the animations, I can hear the synth, like the '80s synth.
Courage lives in many worlds. But the bravest of all is Krull.
It's very 80s, and it's great. It's a great movie. It's a great movie. But a lot of people, they think of Krull and they're like, oh, that's cheesy. Like, like it's awesome. And if they do a remake of it, which I think they're talking about, I can't wait. I'm here for it. Can't wait.
Okay.
Krull's
Krull
awesome.
remake.
Krull's so good.
Screenplay by Stanford Sherman.
It's actually got a lot of similar themes to like the Dark Tower.
Really?
Yeah. Well, with their tower disappearing and moving, they're trying to get to the tower.
Is that
and the whole thing? That's
Is that
kind of
like Lost?
Because I watched that Dark Tower movie.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
No.
Breaking news: John Tracy says the Dark Tower ripped off Krull.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just
Are you saying that Dark Tower ripped off Krull now?
No. I'm just saying with Stephen King.
You're
It is a spider. There's a giant spider.
Dude, there's a scene. So when they get married in Krull, give me your hand. When they get married in
Which
Krull,
one?
yeah, either one.
Okay.
They take it and they both dip their hand into an eternal flame, and there's like flame on their hand.
I know.
And so as they're going to get wedded, then they put their flame together, and it becomes like a unified flame. But there's no candles. It's just like.
Hey.
I have seen it.
It's awesome. It's
I have
awesome.
seen it, and I do think it's awesome.
If nothing else, your passion behind this is selling us. So that tells us, at the very least, it's got that heart.
Merit.
Everybody go watch
Krull, a world light years beyond your imagination.
So, like in the '90s, right? Ninjas were hot. You know, it was. If you were a kid in the '90s, so there was like. How many ninja movies came out for kids?
American Ninja.
American
there was like 5
Ninja
of those.
Turtles.
3 ninjas.
3 ninjas.
Power Rangers. They became ninjas for a little while too.
Power Rangers were ninjas.
Yeah, ninjas were just
Snake Eyes. The #1 G.I. Joe ninja.
Ninjas all day. So my pick, although obviously like runner-up, 3 ninjas. 3 ninjas kick back. Let's not. There's a little movie.
Doesn't one of those have Leslie Nielsen in it?
Surfing.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Wrapping my point around, I want to talk about the amazing movie that is Surf Ninjas.
Oh, it is Surf Ninjas.
Surf Ninjas all day.
Surf Ninjas. It's the story of these kids who get booted from their country by this evil dude.
That was then.
Now they're growing up in L.A.
Moto surf!
And their life's one major vacation. But some gnarly ninjas give them a blast from their past. Surf Ninjas!
Now that has Ernie Reyes Jr. in it, right?
Ernie Reyes Jr. Ernie Reyes Sr. is in it.
Ernie Reyes Sr. is a bad dude, man. He's legit.
Absolutely.
That's not a
I'm Filipino, so I had to watch all the Ernie Reyes movies.
Well, Google Ernie Reyes Sr. Legitimate badass.
Legit.
So is Junior. Junior was
take nothing away. But
But his dad was like.
His dad was doing it before it was a thing.
Yeah.
And his dad was.
His dad was like an OG.
He's
they were
OG.
both in the Last not the Last Dragon. The Bruce Leroy movie.
Yes. Yeah. The biopic.
No. It's an '80s movie. Bruce Leroy.
Bruce Leroy.
Yeah, you never saw that movie?
Last Dragon.
Yeah, The Last Dragon. Yeah,
Last
Dragon.
Dragon.
Ernie,
Who's the
Ernie
best?
Reyes,
Show enough. Yeah.
Ernie Reyes Jr. was
My
the
friend
little
calls it
kid,
Show Enough.
and he has like the
That's
best
the
fight
thing.
scene with his dad. in that
He's
movie.
he's awesome.
Yeah,
Well, Ernie
ever
Reyes-
since he was a kid.
He was also like the coolest character, Ninja Turtles 2, right? He was Kino.
Delivering the pizza.
Kino, he delivered the pizza. He has that one of the greatest opening scenes in any movie. Written by Dan Gordon, right? Also wrote, this is weird because I IMDb'd this movie. I'm like, this dude wrote the '94 Wyatt Earp movie with Kevin Costner. He wrote The Hurricane, which is like the movie about the boxer that goes to jail.
Yeah.
Wrote a few episodes of the Highlander TV series. Speaking of the Highlander TV series, amazing, right? Also a little nostalgia thing. Come on!
These are he wrote.
Highlander TV series,
He
man!
wrote all of these.
Speaking of nostalgia,
You got a lot of time.
Yeah, that's.
Lots of ideas.
I feel like we
he's
should stop
definitely
throwing around
gone
the
up.
word amazing so much.
Oh man, come on, the Highlander. Then they tie in the TV.
They did in the one movie they brought in the characters
like
from
the
the
fourth
TV,
movie
which I respect the hell out of. That was awesome.
Dude,
the movie was, but the fact that they tied him in was great.
The Highlander TV show for me as a kid was the coolest thing. First of all, I loved Highlander. This is a whole different discussion. We could just dive.
All
into
of them,
Highlander.
or just the first one?
You
All
could
of them.
dive into Highlander.
Dude, there's like 50 cuts of that.
That Queen soundtrack
We'll
in
just hang out
Highlander.
here.
Forget it.
Oh yeah,
the Queen soundtrack
We're the
is
same
amazing.
McCloud, you and I. The director of this movie directed Bachelor Party. He wrote Real Genius, wrote Police Academy,
What? Real
wrote
Genius?
Look Who's Talking
that
2, a few Mary-Kate and Ashley movies. Talk about the epitome of 90s director. This guy like created the 90s, basically, I'm pretty sure.
Well, Real
the
Genius.
creator of the
Some
90s.
artists
also
created the 90s.
Yeah, whoever invented the calendar.
Yeah, starring, like we said, Ernie Razor Sr., a young Rob Schneider.
There's dynamite here. We'll throw it at him.
And then, come on, and the late great comedic genius that is Leslie Nielsen. Yeah,
Rest in peace, Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Yes, thank God! Renfield!
Drop the poster in, please. Great freaking movie. I mean, what's there not to love? 90s surfing ninjas, surf ninjas.
So what's the premise of the movie?
Ninjas that surf.
Yeah, but aren't they? Are they little
All you do
kids
is
or
tell
they?
you who's in it.
Bro,
and who
Are they little kids or what are they?
They're surfers. They're California surfers.
Okay.
One of them is freaking Ernie Reyes Jr.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it in years.
You didn't even rewatch it. You just picked it right.
But I remember this movie to me was as soon as I
obviously not that important.
No,
since you don't
dude,
know what happened.
I wanted to be like a surfer and a ninja so bad. Yeah, I probably couldn't tell you what the plot line is of this movie.
5th grade, I tried to be Snake Eyes for Halloween, but I couldn't figure it out, so I just went as a ninja.
There you go.
Because I didn't want to disrespect Snake Eyes by being a bad Snake
right,
Eyes.
of course.
That's why it was just a ninja.
Ninjas,
Totally.
man, ninjas. Yeah, I mean, go back. Let's, we can have a watch along if y'all want to do it or something like that.
No, I'm cool.
No,
I'm cool.
watch,
Cool.
watch.
I'm good.
Yeah, we're good.
Good, buddy.
We're we over here watching Wild Wild West.
Watch it roll into the
Jim West.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Please, Amanda, please take it away.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like a lot of really bad movies, but I just find appreciation in like simple things. I don't know. I went through a lot of movies that I was gonna do. I threw around like Dante's Peak and like Spice World. I was gonna do that, but have any of y'all seen Teen Witch? Yeah!
Hey!
High school. It's supposed to be the time of your life. But for Louise Miller, high school was a living hell.
Wish you would just leave me alone!
But just when nothing more could possibly go wrong,
It's you. You're one of us. Me? A witch?
Teen Witch. Winning is a magical feeling.
So it's this girl, she's in high school. They make her out to be like, she's the nerdy, like ugly one with her nerdy, ugly friends. And, oh, they just want to be like the popular girls and I want to be with Brad. Of course his name's Brad, right?
Checks out.
And she, like, there's a stormy night or whatever, and she goes to seek shelter in, like, this old woman. What is her name with that
Madame
sweet
Serena?
voice? Yeah.
Zaida Rubinstein.
So she's in a lot of
Zelda.
Yeah,
Zelda,
she's in a lot of movies in the 90s.
She's Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. That's
Yeah.
It's that voice.
Yeah.
So she plays
This house is clean.
she plays this little psychic woman who takes her in for shelter, and she's like, oh, there's something special about you. This necklace is for you. And she like gives her a necklace. She becomes like her little mentor friend. And she starts noticing that she's a witch. She tells her she's a fucking witch. And she's just like, no, I'm not. And then she starts practicing some of her magic
The
and
first
notices
take
that
was,
she starts
what?
like,
What'd you call me?
she starts messing with people and she realizes like she's kind of got these powers. Then when she gets all confident, she's like, I'm going to do a glamour spell. So she goes in the bathroom, she spins around like she's on some Sailor Moon thing. The whole floor lights up, smoke coming out.
magic!
Yeah. And then she comes out the next day, she got a whole new wardrobe. She's got like this big voluptuous perm going on. She's walking around like,
Glam Witch Barbie!
She walks into school and of course everyone's like, oh my god, who is she? Brad's all over her.
Of course his name's Brad.
That's exactly what I said. Of course he's Brad.
Of course his name's Brad.
But
Brad
like,
was the
they
hottest
have a
man.
lot of really horrific musical numbers.
This is I got it.
I'm king, and they know it. When I snap my fingers, everybody says sure. I'm hot, and you're not. But if you want to hang with me, I'll give it one shot. Top that.
Nothing like a bunch of
No,
white
mind you.
suburban dudes just rapping next to their car.
But what's funny though is like, so that ridiculous man that you just saw singing that's her friend's like love interest. She's really
So they're
into him.
progressive
But wait,
with that's Brad's
but wait,
boyfriend?
no, hold on though.
That's Brad's
That is
boy-
not Brad.
That's Brad's boyfriend.
No, this is just some dude that her
You're
friend
dumb.
likes.
Yeah, just
This is just some dude her friend likes that goes to school with them. But she feels bad. She knows her friend likes him. So she's like, she does a little witchy thing, and then we get.
And then this happens.
Supersonic, idiotic, disconnected, not respected. Who would ever really want to go and top that? Such a waste of pretty face, but hanging in your nose face. I wish that you would take a look and really stop that. Top that. Well, stop that. I don't really give a about trying to top that. Top that. Stop that. I wish you finally take a real look and really stop that.
When I first saw this movie, it was on the Disney Channel, and there is a sex scene with her and Brad. They go into, she's like having this beautiful idea of them having some romantic getaway. He's like, let's go. They go to a sunflower field. There's an abandoned house in the middle of the sunflower field. And then they go upstairs in this dusty room and they get it on, and it's disgusting.
That's how you get a UTI.
Now she leaves her clothes like along the way.
What?
Yeah.
I was like, there's a chance maybe they just went and played a little bit with each other.
They showed tongue.
Wow.
On Disney Channel. This is when Disney
Can I
Channel
pull
back
this
in
up?
the day that was just like,
Oh,
we're
wow.
gonna put on Kiki's Delivery
this is when
Service,
they had
we're gonna put
touchdown.
on Suzie Q where there's a car scene and
Oh, Suzie Q though. Come on, the Pink Ranger.
Oh, 80s that.
To score at the moment.
You're right. You're totally right. 1989.
awesome
Yeah.
year I was born. That's why I came out. But I just want everyone to be aware also.
So are you saying you're the byproduct of Teen Witch?
Damn right I am.
Yeah.
Your parents saw Top That, got it on, and 9 months later, you
Never
popped out.
gonna be the same again. Never gonna be.
I'm gonna be the most popular girl.
Won't you ride with us? Come on, pretty baby, don't you put a buzz. Looks like you really caught my eye. Jump in the car so we can
Yeah, one man's trash, another man's treasure. Anybody more comments? Crappy movies?
I made this list of all of the movies that we should watch, right? So we had Teen Witch on there. We can throw yours on there. We had what you said, something like Spawn. We can put on Dante's Peak again. Volcano. I mean, that's set here. I mean, we can watch Spice World. I mean, everybody likes Spice World. Who doesn't like the Spice Girls? Come on, man.
Thanks for watching. Here's the issue where we have deep thoughts about shallow things. So sorry for Vaughn defending Batman and Robin. If you like this video, hit like. If you dislike it, hit dislike. Share with your friends. Leave a comment below and tell Vaughn how wrong he is about Batman
Or
and Robin.
tell Pablo how wrong he is.
About everything.
Tell Pablo to watch his movie next time.
Subscribe, like. Thank you for Golden Apple for giving us free range of their space. Follow me at Pablo Eppin Persona. Follow
Me at JoeonJoePod.
I am VondexterM everywhere.
I'm Amanda PartyPoison on pretty much everything.
And I'm John Tracy, JT_81.
Yeah, follow John. I think John might have the most interesting Instagram out of all of us. So just give him a follow. Yeah, thanks. Until next time, what's your issue?
Bye.